Hello, Virgo. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jessica. Thank you for tuning in, Virgo. Thank you for being here. Let's see what your guides have to tell you this time. They know it will be important for you, so don't forget it. Please keep in mind that this is just a general message. Virgo, only take what resonates with you. The card appears, and I repeat it, even though I am new to this reading thing, because for those who are new to the channel, this Virgo card follows you every time I read for you. Yes, it is not a coincidence. Keep that in mind. It is something we are moving away from. Also remember the important detail that this year is the year of endings. Next year is the year of beginnings. So there will definitely be many situations that we will leave behind during the year. Especially because we ourselves are also changing. Every time we go through a moment of stagnation, a difficult moment, when we feel that things are not going to work out and we feel like we are sinking, that is when this transformation arises. Let's say that is why we feel bad, because things are changing, because circumstances are changing, things are no longer the same, and we are stepping out of our comfort zone. It is not easy. That's why I start to cry. That is why we become sensitive. That is why sometimes we do not have the courage to say goodbye to something or someone. This card, in fact, that repeats too often, simply means that perhaps Virgo is at a turning point. Let's say like a kind of warning, not to scare you, but to tell you just in case something is about to happen, in case there is something you have to let go of. As I said, it is a difficult decision to say goodbye to some things that we do not want because maybe we do not feel ready. But those things, Virgo, no longer do you any good. Whether they are relationships, work, or anything else, whether they are water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, we are in Scorpio season. Virgo, the Scorpio season is a very intense season. Well, we can feel as if we are in a quite impulsive energy. We also have to be a little careful because the Scorpio season is characterized by making us act that way. Very dramatic, very intense, very impulsive, without thinking much, without even filtering. So keep that in mind. Virgo, let's see another card. I think it is hard to believe when we start the reading with this card that literally says, Virgo, I have been chasing you. For a long time, your plans are about to change. I feel that something is about to shift here, Virgo. But the change it brings comes with opportunities that arise because there has been a long, long period of stagnation. It could be years. Virgo, you may feel that for years nothing important has happened in your life, or that something from the past that was unresolved has now been resolved. It has come to an end. You may feel that, as they say, long-standing situations still unresolved are finally being accomplished. That is why we prolong situations. Maybe we prolong relationships from the past. Situations from the past. You may find it difficult, Virgo, even to get rid of personal belongings, to let go of things that are no longer useful to you. Maybe they take up too much space. In fact, it is happening quite often. Let's say maybe you're being trained or prepared, Virgo, because there comes a moment when there is no turning back. We will no longer be able to keep avoiding and postponing. And when that happens, Virgo, everything you fear or think like, no, I think it will be bad if I do that. That is why I have not yet made a decision. Everything Virgo starts to work, starts to shine. You have a lot of energy once you free yourself, once you finish something here, and that is what drains you emotionally. Maybe yes should end. Most likely, many people will finish it during this Scorpio season, precisely because they're of water, fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. After Scorpio season, Sagittarius season begins, if I'm not mistaken. Virgo, the plans are changing. Your short-term plans, the long-term plans are about to be set aside. We are left with the lovers. Here, Gemini appears in your reading, Virgo. This is a combination with a soulmate. This is a new energy. This is an energy that has never been present in your life before. Virgo, I would even say that many people may feel skeptical, like saying, no, this is not for me anymore. I don't want to know anything about love anymore. I just want money, stability, peace, of course. But as I always tell you, Virgo, the universe will bring it to you. It will place it right in front of you. Honestly, I don't think this will happen right now. It may start or happen maybe at the end of the year or even next year. But there is definitely someone here for you. This has already been mentioned before, Virgo. And I feel that with this energy and with only 2 months left in the year, Many things are finally coming to an end. So the Lover's card represents a union. It could be a soulmate for many, and for very few, a twin flame. This is a union with someone who comes to heal much of the pain that another person or another Virgo has caused you, both emotionally and romantically. So yes, it is your soulmate. Let's see what challenges or obstacles arise, Virgo. You feel like you are not moving forward. You feel like your life stays the same, but you are very wrong, Virgo. The truth is that you are moving forward. Every decision you make, every day that passes, everything you do brings you closer to what you desire and begins to distance you from what is no longer part of your life. For some, a trip may have been postponed. Remember, Virgo, it is only temporary. The trip will eventually happen if it has not already happened. Consider it a protection. Maybe your guides in particular have protected you from a situation they wanted you to avoid. And that is why, for some, a trip or some kind of delay, let's say in traffic, may have occurred. Let's say, Virgo, that you always leave at a certain time to go to work. And this time, I don't know, the train, bus, or boat, whatever it is, didn't arrive on time. It was delayed, maybe 20 minutes. You arrived 15 minutes late to work. But maybe your guides did it on purpose to prevent an accident. Who knows? So obviously, when it happens, and when we are in the real world, it feels like an obstacle because it stops us, we get stressed, we need to be on time, we are late. But if we think about it from an external perspective, yes, we are stressed because it's an important responsibility. But at the same time, we cannot forget that our guides are always protecting us. There is something you are waiting for. Justice must be done, Virgo, and it has not yet arrived. That is why I said that some people may have been waiting for years, even for something to finally be resolved in their favor. This card, the fact that it appears here means that maybe you have been waiting a long time. Maybe you have invested a lot of money without dedicating much energy, and it seems that things are not moving forward. Without a doubt, that positive situation will come, Virgo. Do not doubt it, and it will make you feel that you are finally moving forward. Also, with this energy of justice, any injustice will begin to fade. The energy of Libra in this position, for some literally, maybe a Libra is an obstacle, or Gemini or Aquarius could be. At the base is the Emperor. The major arcana, card number 4, speaks to us of Aries, especially for Virgo. Do not forget that you, along with Libra and Taurus, represent the Empress. And this is Aries, with the Emperor, Empress, and Emperor. That is the ultimate pair of the tarot. It came out in the card a few minutes ago. So no, I'm not telling you to accept this romantic energy that is coming toward you, Virgo. It is actually free. If you want to accept it, you can. If not, then don't. But what I mean is that it is coming, whether you ask for it or not. Age does not matter, Virgo. It is coming. It's clearly seen here. There is someone coming to heal many things within you, and this will be a very peaceful soul. It could perhaps be a water sign, especially Cancer or Pisces, or even Leo maybe. Yes, Virgo, this energy, this leadership in every sense of the word. If there is injustice, as I told you, around you at work, anywhere in your family, among your friends, then eventually not only will justice be done, not only will the situation improve, but I feel that many people will agree with you. They will take your side, Virgo, for some reason. I do not know exactly in what context, because often people do not agree with us. But if something happens and you have to choose between your side or the other, or in any other situation, I feel that there is someone here who will support you a lot. Yes. So, and obviously Virgo, that is great. Let's see what the difficulty is, or rather, what the universe is hiding from you right now. What card is this? As I said, Virgo. And the Earth card, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Below that is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo. This is, I'm so excited. This is what we all look for, right? Obviously, both cards, money and love. Yes, the balance of life, the tangible, which means money, everything that can be bought with it, and the intangible, all the emotions and peace it can bring us, as well as certain connections, a pure energy of water, obviously, but one of great harmony, of feeling happy, of feeling calm, of feeling good, the sense that we have the support of those around us, or that we know that at least if an emergency or something like that happens, you will have someone to rely on. Virgo, that is the point. You will begin to realize that certain relationships around you, certain connections that are important to you, or that once were, may be important because they do not strengthen you in the way you would like. But I feel that here you will feel much more connected, whether in a group of people, with your family, friends, or even at work. I say this because of the leaves that are here, but without a doubt, it is like a feeling that we can handle everything because we have the support of people or the support of those who are important to you. It speaks to us of great abundance, of being a being that radiates light, of being an abundant being, of being the supreme being, but of being a constant creator. Here, even like the sun and the moon support each other, for example. And this energy of the sun and the moon speaks precisely of twin flames. The sun represents the divine masculine and the moon the divine feminine. So Virgo, for many, this is a union that will take place, or at least an encounter. Whether you accept or not, this energy from the universe will depend on you, but it is very possible that they want to give it to you as a reward. And it is not a reward that comes too late, Virgo, because this card tells us that if it is hard for us to let go of something, we must release it, and you will do it anyway. The energy of this card asks you to focus, Virgo, because your mind having so many things in your head right now can be wandering. Try to slow down a little. We do not want you to worry. We do not want you to be extremely stressed, but they ask you, at least for now, to pay attention to your work, area, to pay attention to what could happen. Some situations may require not only your skills, but also your wisdom. Something could happen maybe at work that requires your attention. Virgo, I do not think it is something bad, but it will be something. It is not that we are a little stressed, we just need to solve it. But in the end, everything will turn out fine. For many, the earth signs Taurus, another Virgo, or a Capricorn can be of great help when most needed, especially financially. So let's see, Virgo, what the month has in store for us. For you, things may seem strange or unfamiliar. You may feel that you are not moving forward. Remember that we are coming out of Libra season. Libra is a very indecisive sign. That is why in recent days we may have felt that things were moving slowly, not the way we wanted. But now we have entered Scorpio season, which in a way is a dual sign, so to speak, because it is a water sign, but acts like a fire sign. That is why I tell you that Virgo or Scorpio season will be very emotional, very intense, so to speak. But this is what awaits you in the first half of the month. And essentially, Virgo, it is telling you to pay attention to your work because there could be something that specifically needs you. And it is a warning, but quite important. It tells Virgo not to worry too much about the past or the future right now, and not to place too many hopes on the future. Because remember, live in the present. What does that mean? Pay attention to what you are doing right now. Do not let your mind wander. And why do I say that this is a warning card? Because this card tells you to pay attention. Because your life, Virgo, is about to change very suddenly overnight. In this Scorpio season, anything can happen. Anything can happen. That is all I'm saying, Virgo. So the energy of cups, clarity, happiness, harmony, solar energy. Leo is present with abundance. Abundance not only emotional, but also financial, like the Queen, energy of hard work. The next card is the Nine of Pentacles, abundance in all its forms, especially material. Virgo, I feel that for some money may be a source of concern right now, Virgo, but a solution is coming. Good news is coming regarding the financial situation. So Virgo, let's see what the difficulty is, or rather what the universe will take out of your life. And with what? The card leaving Virgo is a good omen, because a single card represents patience. When that energy leaves, it means we will start pressing the accelerator. By the way, the energy of Sagittarius is also present here. It speaks of false connections, relationships, attachments, whatever they may be. People who only take something from you, Virgo. People who only want to take advantage of their connection with you. All those energies, whether friendship, love, work, whatever it is, will come to an end. For some people, a Sagittarius may leave, or a Cancer, well, deep down, and with what card is it replaced? I'm sorry, but with a high vibrational energy, it is an energy of literal material abundance, because this card usually represents scarcity, but it has its own elevated vibration, which means, yes, the direct message, Virgo, that you are learning much more even about money management. and that is why the universe is beginning to bring a certain flow of abundance into your life. This is what we have learned about money. This could very well be a lesson. It could be as simple as not lending money to someone because they will take 1,000 years to return it. Whatever the card may be, your financial energy begins to stabilize, and money will no longer be our worst enemy. Quite the opposite. There will be a very pure energy that connects us with it. So Virgo, let's see what the near future has in store for you. What does your date want? Again, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and look at the number of butterflies surrounding this person. Virgo, remember that Scorpio represents number 13 in the major arcana, which symbolizes death, dying, and rebirth, represented by butterflies. So we are in a season where butterflies will be a clear sign. Virgo, there are quite a few butterflies here, a clear sign of transition in our lives. Virgo, there is definitely an air sign. And to me, this seems to repeat itself, but the energy points to someone who likes to create a bit of conflict in your life. Yes, it could be someone who demands a lot from you, someone you already know, someone with whom you have to keep your distance, Virgo. But the connection is still there. It is someone who, instead of motivating you or making you feel good, simply drains all your energy because of their attitude, their way of speaking, their behavior, and so on. Virgo, this will be so obvious that you will have no choice but to keep your distance. Here it speaks of a gift, a present, literally. It could perfectly be an object. But I feel that there is someone here who will give you a small gift, Virgo. And maybe they will say something like, "Hey, Virgo, I wasn't thinking of you, and I bought this for you," or something like, "I saw it and it reminded me of you." This energy probably comes from a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And as I told you, there seems to be a connection with a water sign, or simply with a soulmate. Also, Virgo, deep down it tells us that justice has been done. What is leaving your life will eventually leave, Virgo, but it is also an energy of stability that we have been waiting to receive. Obviously, I want you to keep that in mind in your reading. Virgo, the Four of Pentacles has appeared. Two of Wands, the rewards you will reap. That's why I tell you, Virgo, do not know. How can I say it? Do not cling to plans. Keep an open mind, Virgo, because the changes you will see during this season, especially Scorpio, will be very different from what you are used to experiencing. This season is very stressful. In other words, unexpected things can happen overnight. So Virgo, with all my heart, I hope that all the good things from this amazing reading come true. And if you feel that this message resonates with you in any way, or if it truly connects with you, the best way to support me is by liking this video. If you want, you can also leave a brief comment. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss any new video. Virgo, thank you so much. I am really happy to be here with you. I send you a big hug wherever you are, and I will see you soon, Virgo. Thank you, Virgo, for joining me in this reading. Remember that everything happens for a divine reason, and the universe is always on your side. If this message resonates with you, please like it, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you do not miss any future reading. I send you lots of light, love, and positive energy. Take good care of yourself, and see you in the next video.